Click header template to insert the template. Do not apply. So there we have it imported. So as usual, we start editing it from here. Change this to contact us. Likewise this. So once that is done, so the next thing is that we are going to add a section here, and it's going to be two column section, equal section. So we'll add the write up here and a picture from this end. So before that, uh, let's give this color, this gray color, EFF5FB. You can type it there. So click the section from style, then go to background color, paste it there. Then from advanced menu, we're going to give it a padding of first click this padding of 50 top and 50 bottom. So once that is done, we can click come here and we're going to bring a heading element. uh, then we'll give it our official color. Click the element from style menu, color. Right, so I have my write up, which is going to be provided as well. Just copy this from content, replace this with it. Okay, I think what I'll have to do is to make it the caption. Let me duplicate this, then make the delete one column from here. All right, so this is what I'm talking about. Okay, let's see. Three. What's up with you? Okay, let's just centralize it. Centralize. Okay. So we can make it ring up ABS Cybertech for swift response. So we can break it from here. BR. Right? Okay. So we can take this off, or as the case may be, let me see. Let me take it off and see. So I'll just give this one 3. Right? Then this 3, I can break it down from here, like as I did earlier. We'll just say BR, right? Okay, so now go back to the elements and bring text element, because I'm going to add text. So I'll come here, just take this right up, make sure it's copied to the end, come here and replace it with this. From style menu, I'm going to give it color of black, right? So that it can be visible. Okay, let me say H2 and see what I have. This H2 is too big here to my liking. Let me see. uh okay, this will be great, right? Let's leave it, let it be H3. Okay, then can they all be in one line? Okay, it's okay this way. For swift response. Okay, so the next thing, we are going to drop our image element to this end. We have our picture downloaded already. All you need to do is to upload it from the PC. It is inside contact resource. This is the picture. Upload. Okay, you can select it from here. Uh-oh, it's coming with background. Oh, so this case, in all I'm going to do is to see if I can get rid of this background. Okay, so I got rid of the background. I think I showed you earlier in our previous videos on how to remove background from any picture. It is the same process. Uh, so let's see if you can make this H2. Okay, so we are going to leave it at H2 because of this picture. But we are going to align everything to middle. Okay. Okay, so the next thing is to create a section. Let's preview this first and see. Okay, what about this? Okay, I think it's perfect. So I'm going to create a section to add uh, to add address and as well as a form for the users to actually send message to us. So just duplicate this, duplicate, then we're going to change this right up. I said questions, comments, you tell us, we listen. Right? So the next thing is to add, let's duplicate this. I make it H3 or H4 as the case may be. We are going to call it address. Address. Okay, so TF02 Olive Plaza, Alexander Street, off Aminikani Crescent, Usetu, Abuja. So I feel like this comment is too big. This so from style we'll go to typography, then you can reduce the size. I'll just take it to 35 or so. Right, so I can break it down. Back to the then I'll just put a BR tag to break it down. Right, so this I can uh, reduce the margin, the space between. And just say margin bottom should be minus 10, 20, 30, 25. 25 should be okay. So likewise, this text, I think we are going to give it, let's say 15. Right? Let's leave it as it was. So this right of h3, let's make it h3. Yeah, h3 will be okay. This text, the line height, let's see, let's make it 19. Okay, so at the end of the day we might have to remove this again. No, it has to be grouped together. So let's say -10, -15. -15 should be okay, right? So if this right top is too close, we can leave it at 15, at 10, okay, 20, 30, 25. So that should be okay, right? Let's preview it and see. So this is all we're going to have. I think this spacing will be too much. This will be too much. So in that case, we are going to click this section and remove top, right? So once that is done, we are going to duplicate this, duplicate, move one down, duplicate this as well and move one down, delete one of these, right? Okay, so I think this spacing too might be too much. Just from here you can say, but padding bottom should be -20, margin bottom, let me say margin, -20, undo. What we are going to do is to click this text and give it margin bottom. Click here first. Margin bottom should be, let's say 20, 30. 30 should be okay. So mind you, we are going to delete that and duplicate this so we can replace it with it. So this should be black. Likewise this. So once that is done, we are going to change this to email. ABX Cybertech N at gmail.com. Alright. The next thing is to say, so duplicate this, duplicate, okay. So this is going to be these are too big. I think we can still reduce it. Let's make it H5 as the case may be. This text we are going to reduce it. Let's give it a font of let's say 14, 15. 15 should be okay. This 4, was it 4? 5. This 5 and this 15. This should be 5 and this should be 15. Okay, so here we are going to put here we can put our working hours here. We say Monday to Friday, 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. as the case may be. I'll put 5 p.m. Then, so we're going to bring, we're going to duplicate this heading, move it down. So this one, we are going to increase the size of it. I'm going to make it H4, or let me say H3, or rather, I'll leave it as it was. H5 is okay. I will say need us, then call us. Right? I'm going to bring our contact here, drag this down, then put our phone number. Right? So with this, I'm going to do something here. I'm going to bring a space because I don't want it to be so close to the rest of them. Or rather, I can go there and remove padding and everything. No, this is not what I'm expecting to see. Yes. It's 15. I'll just come here and drag space element just to create a little space between them, right? I'm going to increase the font of this text. Just come here. I want it to be big. I want it to be big, and as well, I'm going to remove it from here. Yeah. So then make it bold. Font width bold. You can hit update. Click here to see how the site is going to look. Okay. For now, I don't actually like what I'm seeing here. This space is kind of too much. So what I'm going to do is remove the padding here, and it seems not to have effect. So I'll just click here. From advanced, I'll remove the bottom padding, right? Update. So I'm going to take this one off because what we're going to need here is a form for users to actually fill in their message and send it across to us. Right, so in that case, I'm going to go back to the dashboard. Then just click dashboard from here. So from the dashboard, you scroll to plugin and click add new plugin. So we're going to add a plugin that will allow us to do that, and that plugin is known as WP Form. WP Form. It's actually the plugin I'm going to use. So I have it in my system, so I'm going to drop it for you guys to use. So all I need to do is just to upload it to my site, right? WP Form Lite is the name. Install. So WP Form, they have both free and the premium version. Free version is allow you to test the functionality of that plugin, because most of WordPress plugins have both free and premium version. Free version for allow you to test the plugin, and if you are okay with it and you want to reach you want to enhance more, or you want to reach advanced aspect of advanced functionality of that plugin, so you have to purchase the premium version of it. For now, we are going to use the free version, though I have the paid version ready. Once we get to that extent, then we'll upload it and see how we can use it. So the next thing is to activate it. Okay, welcome to WP Form and blah 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 blah. Create your first form. Okay, so this is where the form takes us to. So they've already have previewed templates that you can use from. These are templates. But if you are not okay with theirs, then you can start creating your own. You can start with blank form. It's a blank, as the name implies. So you can now add all the input fields that you need. For now, we are going to use their default template, which is simple contact form. Let's use template. Okay, so this is how the form looks like. We have first name, last name, email, and the message. So we can start customizing it. If you click here, it will show you the detail of this input. We call it input. This input will have first name and will have last name. Then if you don't want the name to show, you can hide it from the advanced. It's a hide label, right? Hide some label, hide label, everything will hide. Then if you want a placeholder, you can now type it. First name, first name, last name, right? So we are going to make this you see, logic. You see, you cannot use logic unless you upgrade to what? Pro, which is the premium version of this. I will come to that, but not now. Okay, so size, field size, I'm going to make it large, so that will feed from this end to the end, to the other end. Then email as well, I'll just go to advanced. Of course, it has to be required. Once this is required, a user cannot submit the message unless he type in his email. Then from advanced, you can say, okay, it should be large. It should from end to end. Then I'll type email. Email. Then I'll scroll down and hide label. Hide label. So then the last but not the least, which is the message. So if you need more, maybe you feel like this input are too small for me for data that I need from my user, you can add more, but we'll get to that. I'll just let me finish editing this one first. I will erase this, just make it message, right? From advanced, I'll say okay, this should be large, right? Okay, medium, length. Let me see. Oh, okay, let's see first. Hide label. You can put it as a placeholder message, right? So we can save this. So once we are done, we can preview it here. Preview, and let's see what we have. Okay, from the simple contact form preview, this is what we have. We have first name, last name, email, and the message, then submit button. Okay, that's great. So what we're going to do now is to embed this on our page. We're going to bring it here. So how do we do that? Let's close this first. So from here, since we've saved it, right? So we can click this embed, edit in a page, select existing page. We can help embed your form with just a few clicks. Would you like to embed form? You can also embed your form manually. Use shortcode. So I'm going to use shortcode. I just click this shortcode. This is the code that we are going to paste on our site. So with this code, this form will show on that page. Right? I've copied it. Then I'll go back to this. First of all, I will have to refresh this site. Okay, let me update first. After update, I'll refresh the site. So once it's finished refreshing, so I'll just scroll down to, I'll search for shortcode. Shortcode. Then I'll drag it here. This shortcode, I'm going to paste my code here so that the form will appear on this page, right? Okay, so this is the form. This is the form. This form, I'm going to click this section and then I'll say okay. This form should be in middle, right? Let's assume I take this guy off, I reduce it, or if possible, take it off totally. Okay, I brought it back, so it's 10. The spacing is 10. So I'm having this. Let's preview it and see. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to add one more input. Maybe I'll call it subjects, which will come before the email. So this is how you add more input from add fields. This is single text, this is paragraph, something of this nature. Multi-choice, multiple choice, drop down, checkbox, numbers, name, email, and the rest. So I'm going to take this simple form single line. Okay, you can hold it here and drag it up. So I want it to be in between email and name. So I'm going to change the label to subject. Of course, the label will actually be hidden anyway, but I'll still change it to the subject. Subject. From advanced, you say okay, hide label. Hide label, then subject. Right. So we can save this. We can say okay, it should be large. Size should be large so that to have the same width with the rest of the input. Save. Then I'll come here. Let's preview the site. Okay, so from the preview, this is what we're having. So we can actually make this a large one. Yeah, we can make this message. You can set medium, large. It should be large. Shouldn't be save. After saving, so we can refresh. Okay, so this is what we're having, right? It's now a large input